What's up, guys? Happy Monday night, and welcome back to Sin City Crypto live from my house. This is your favorite co-host, David. Just saw Web3 in me in here say, just YouTube, crypto, YouTube all day. Why not? Yeah, why not, bro? I did the morning show. I did the Frankie Candle show. I'm doing this show. I'm doing another show, and then another show. Just kidding. This is my last show of the day. How you guys doing, man? Welcome back. If it's your first time here, hello. Please say hi. I want to personally welcome you and correctly pronounce your name for once. So shout out to all of you that are here now. We're going to kind of let the room fill up a little bit. Gary, Crypto Hands, Web3, me, Rustybot, Crypto 420, whale member. What's up, man? Fifth Survivor, and Liviu Capitanu. Sounds like a Hogwarts, like a Harry Potter spell? Liviu Capitanu. Anyways, speaking of Harry Potter, just real quick. You guys play the new game? The Hogwarts Legacy? It's pretty dope, man. It's pretty dope. My 8-year-old wanted it. And so one night he was sleeping. I was watching videos. I was like, you know what? I'm going to download that game and I'm going to install it on the PS5. So when he wakes up tomorrow, he'll have the game. And he woke up super excited. I played a little bit. Pretty cool. SSG Cypherpunk, what's up? Guys, today, I'm excited today. Today we're going to do some TA. We're going to do some FA, which if you're not familiar with FA, that's fundamental analysis. And so kind of show you what I got on the docket here, and then we'll get started in a little bit. So we're going to go to the crypto market, take a look at what prices are doing, even though it's pretty flat. Maybe we'll find some diamonds in the rough on the charts. We're going to take a look at coin market calendar. What are some important things to look for? Options, these have gone up. The strike prices have changed. We're also going to take a look at Bitcoin balance on exchanges. We're going to take a look at the Bitcoin 28-day market gradient. Also, there's this article, hash rate increase isn't helping miners in any way. We're going to take a look at crypto weekly asset flows. We're going to take a look at some token unlocks, some charts, and some on-chain data via DeFi Llama. So, without further ado, I present to you the first thing. And by the way, guys, if you are here for the first time, please say hello. Also, I say this all the time, but you know me. I'm not a rambler. I don't like rambling. So if you guys help me out, talk amongst yourself, talk to me. I won't be looking at the chat the entire time, but from time to time, I will be peeking over. If there's something catches my eye, we will discuss it. Also, if you have any questions or want any questions answered, if I have the answer, if I have an opinion, I will be more than happy to provide it for you. So let's start here. So this is from Dan Held, who is the, I want to say he's the blockchain.com or no, he used to be with Crack. Here, let's take a look. Why am I drawing a blank here on Dan? Okay, so he worked for so he was at Kraken, blockchain.com. Okay, it was blockchain.com, right? Blockchain.com. Yeah, blockchain.com. There we go. So he tweeted, now guys, remember, we talked about this, right? So the ordinals thing has been a big hit. We've had plenty projects bring back to life some burnt NFTs and inscribe them on Satoshis on the Bitcoin network via the ordinals. And Yuga Labs jumped into the mix with their 12-fold NFT auction or NFT collection. And max bid was 7.1 Bitcoin. That's a lot of money. It's 140K, like 150K. Minimum bid was 2.25 Bitcoin, right around $50,000. And then finishes off the tweet by saying, Bitcoin NFTs are here to stay. Do you agree that Bitcoin NFTs are here to stay? Or is this just a trend that's going to pass us right by? I'm curious to know what you guys think. And for me personally, and I'm taking a look at the chat here. What's up, guys? D-Mojo, what's up? D-Mojo said, saw you on Frankie's channel. Pretty impressed. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Frankie's one of my favorite people in the space. I talked about this on his show. I said, one of our community members, I'm not going to give his name, but say two favorite channels. One of them is Frankie Candles because of how you could tell his passion just seeps through his skin and his voice. And so we love Frankie. And if you hear from the Candle Mafia, please drop a candle. Drop a candle emoji in the chat. And I meant what I said, man. You don't want to be in an echo chamber, whether it's me, whether it's Robin, whether it's Frankie, whether it's Ben, whether it's anyone. Last thing you want to do is just get all your opinions and information from one source. You want to expand your knowledge base. You want to hear different opinions. You want to hear different perspectives. You want to respect those perspectives, even if you don't agree with them, and then kind of make your own judgment based off of everything you hear. So shout out to the Candle Mafia. I see a few of you in here. What do you guys think? Bitcoin NFTs, are they here to stay, or is this just a fad? Honestly, I kind of think they're here to stay, man. Kind of think they're here to stay. Also, Lifer community's in here as well. Sam. Crypto Lifer's coming on our show next week as well, so we're excited for that. I think it's here to stay. I think, and you know, you have both sides of the argument. You have some people, especially the maxis, this is not what Satoshi wanted. Well, guess what? What Bitcoin is without the ordinals isn't what Satoshi wanted either, right? Satoshi wanted peer-to-peer. Bitcoin is not really, guys, peer-to-peer. And we talk about institutional adoption and countries putting it on their balance sheet and nation states and digital gold. That's not peer-to-peer transactions. So, you know, like, yeah, his vision was that, but Satoshi's either dead or he's hiding in the shadows. I think Hal Finney was Satoshi, and obviously Hal Finney's passed away. God rest his soul. He was an amazing person. But it's not. And I don't think Bitcoin is ever going to be what Satoshi envisioned it to be. And so what problems can Bitcoin solve, right? And I think people see the Bitcoin network as the most decentralized, the most secure network on the planet. Permissionless, open source. And so I think we're going to continue to see this. We might even see some more things being built on top of Bitcoin. The next deep dive video we're releasing, top 3 altcoins you do not want to miss out on or ignore. One of them is ICP. I won't tell you the other 2. One of them is ICP. And the reason is what they're doing with the Bitcoin network, right? It's not just NFTs. DeFi can be built on Bitcoin. And I know what people are saying, well, it's going to bog the network down. It's going to make it more expensive. Blah, blah. Well, guess what it's also going to do? It's going to increase miner revenue, right? So I talk about this all the time. When you go out and you spend money on a gallon of milk, right? Would you prefer that gallon of milk to be half full or completely full? You want to get your money's worth or not really, right? So these miners that are spending so much money and resources mining blocks, spending money on power, upgrading their ASICs, right? Setting up shop, paying taxes. Like those 4 megabytes of block size, you want that thing to be filled to the brim. As a miner, you want that thing to be filled to the brim. Yes. Does it make things a little slower? Sure. Is it a little more expensive? Sure. But if we see Bitcoin become what we envision it to become, which is a massive store of value, being able to move millions, if not hundreds of millions of dollars in a matter of minutes for a fraction of the cost that it would if you were to do through the traditional payment rails, through the Swift network, whatever the case may be. And so what side of the fence are you on? Are you on the Bitcoin should only be used for this? Or are you on the side of whatever utility and use case can come to Bitcoin? If Bitcoin can make that better, I am all for it. What do you guys think? Insane Clown Posse. No. Every time I put ICP in like Google, first thing that comes up is Insane Clown Posse. See. Livia said, when the NFT will get some real utility like a birth certificate or driver's license, a legal document to replace the paper ones. I don't know about NFTs. My friend here brings up, I'm not sure if it's a man or woman, but my friend here brings up an excellent point, right? NFTs, I forget who said this. If I remember, I'll give him the credit. NFTs are like the gateway drug, right? There's always a gateway drug, whether it's alcohol, whether it's marijuana, or whatever the case may be. And like JPEGs are the gateway drug because, guys, we understand the power of NFTs and what it can mean, right? Non-fungible. And it's honestly not like the future of NFTs, guys. I'm sorry. It's going to have a niche in there, right? Pictures and JPEGs and those kind of things. But the majority of it is going to be what my friend Liviu said, right? Driver's license, marriage certificate, house deeds, liens, anything you can think of, Social Security. Like, imagine going to the doctor for the first time instead of having to fill everything out. There, you have it one time. You have a token ID or a QR code. And when you go to a doctor, you go somewhere, hey, we need your social and your address. Cool. Social, address, it generates a QR code. Here you go, scan, downloads it into the system. They don't have to see your date of birth, unless they obviously requested. They don't have to see anything else. Hey, we just need your phone number and your email address. Perfect. Bam, bam, bam. Scan the QR code, phone number, email address, everything else is hidden. That is coming. And that is going to make everything so much better. On top of that, when you think about supply chain, what like VeChain is doing and these other blockchains that are focusing on supply chain, like NFTs are going to be used for that too. Each item is going to get a little NFT tag, right? A QR code, non-fungible information on there. Can't be changed, can't be tweaked. You can go on there, you can see. And I talk about this all the time, and I'm going to say it again, just in case you didn't hear me. But let's just take shoes, for example, right? Let's just say Nike, okay? The shoe, and let me go full screen me here. The shoe market, right? Nike loses a crap load of money to fake shoes. Now, I understand some people, they're okay with buying fake Nikes because it costs less. But what about the people that think they're buying real Nike shoes? That revenue that should have gone to Nike is now going outside of Nike. So imagine VeChain or any other enterprise blockchain solution that goes to Nike and says, we can put an extra $1 billion to your bottom line every single year. What do you think Nike's going to say? What do you think Nike's going to say? Well, how? Okay, well, every single shoe that you put out of your factories will have an NFT equivalent information or QR code. So before I buy the shoe, and I don't know what this is going to look like or what it's going to be, but before you buy the shoe, you can look it up. All right, yep, origin, this was made in the Nike factory. It was released on this day. This was the color, blah, 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 blah. Bam, we know it's a real shoe. Bam, Nike gets paid. So it's coming, and JPEGs are the gateway drug for NFTs. What do you guys think? Would you guys kind of agree with that, or do you think I'm out of left field here? Let me know what you guys think. Also, shout out to my man Broke Yoshi in here. Everyone liked the stream already. Go ahead and like. Yes, please like the stream. Like the stream. If you like me and you like the stream, like me, like the stream. Great for authenticating products too, so it helps with so much fraud. Yes, Gary, you're 100% right, my friend. We're actually, Rob and I are going to be giving a presentation to some of the CFOs. So they have a meeting here in Vegas. Got like the CFO of like Zappos, all the other companies. We're gonna give them a little pitch on blockchain and crypto and how it can help their business. And so that's coming up in the next couple months. Super excited about that. But that's one of the things we're gonna talk about. The Nike example I give you, that's exactly the example I'm gonna give them. If you're Nike, Zappos, if you can add X amount of dollars to your bottom line, why would you not want to? So, all right. Let's get into some crypto market, see what the markets are doing here, guys. So let me just share my laptop here. So this is CryptoRank.io. Highly recommend you guys use this if you haven't. Very customizable. So for today, what I have on here on my layout is have market cap, volatility, percentage from all-time high, circulating supply, and the 24-hour volume. So nothing exciting with Bitcoin. Obviously, this thing's been trading sideways for about a week now, right? About 3-4 days, coming in at 22,400. Volatility is pretty low, sitting at 5.8%. ETH 1573. So like nothing's really moving. If we go like this and we take a look, so Mana is kind of moving. It's up to almost 10%. Still 90% off its all-time high. Are you guys bullish on Mana? Are you bullish on Decentraland? Rob talks about this all the time, the whole metaverse thing. He believes a lot of it is a cash grab, which I can see, and I'm not the big gamer guy. I'm not a big metaverse guy, but I know Mana's leading the pack. You got Mana, you got Sandbox. I know Engine's not really a metaverse, but gaming, Web3-ish. What do you guys think? Are you bullish on Mana? We know Mana got up to like $3. Let's take a look. Mana's all-time high. So all-time high for Mana was, damn, I was completely wrong. $3. All right, so almost $6. Wow. So we're looking at 61 cents to $6. We're looking at a 10x. We're looking at a 10x from a top 50 token that is essentially, if you look at market rank cap, right, or market cap rank, the number one project in the metaverse space. So if you believe in the metaverse, are you picking up some Sandbox? Let me know what you guys think. Also, obviously, Sandbox does have longevity on the side. It's been around since 2017, so multiple bear markets. If we go back, take a look at some of the other biggest gainers over the last 24 hours. GMX, that is up 7.7%. Engine is up 7%. Phantom. I need to do a little more digging on Phantom. OP, Render. Now, OP, guys, be careful when you're investing in OP, and here's why. I'll swap over here. We'll find OP here. $6.1 million of OP tokens are being unlocked every single day. Please, for the love of God, be extremely careful. I think this thing's got a lot of ways to go. Still has 72% of their tokens locked. And you can see how the breakdown is. We haven't even gotten to the worst of the inflation. That's going to start towards the end of this year, to the middle of this year, around June, where you're going to start seeing the core contributors, the investors. Those tokens will now be coming unlocked. And we know those people that have invested for X amount of time, and I'll scroll up a little bit so you guys can see this chart here. By the way, guys, I like sharing the resources I use. This website is token.unlocks.app. Go on there. It's pretty awesome, man. It gives you the tokenomics, the breakdown of what percentage of tokens are to investors, to the ecosystem, to the ICO, whatever the case may be. Gives you their vesting schedule, when the next unlock is. It's pretty awesome. Highly recommend you guys use it. I use it all the time now. And a big shout out to Redman, who kind of got me on this looking at the token unlock thing. But this is something I'd be extremely careful about. Not that the project is not a good project. Obviously, Optimism is great, what they're doing as a layer 2 on ETH. We're going to continue to see the Ethereum, the layer 2 narrative continue to push forward. You guys know I'm a big Polygon fan. My biggest alt bag, well, I got 3. It's between Polygon, Cardano, and Flow are my 3 biggest alt bags. So layer 2's ETH. And, speaking of Polygon, we had Sandeep on Crypto Banter about a week ago. And he said he believes ETH will be the one chain everyone builds on. The one chain. I'm not saying I agree with him, right? But here, let's just take a look here. Let's just go right here. Volume by chain, right? DEX volume by chain. Look at this. Number 1, Ethereum. Number 2, Arbitrum, which is also Ethereum. Number 3, Binance Smart Chain. Number 4, Polygon. Number 5, Optimism. So 4 out of the top 5 DeFi volume per 24 hour is coming from Ethereum, right? That's pretty crazy if you think about it. Avalanche, Solana, Phantom, Thorchain, and Canto, or not Canto. Thorchain kind of round out the top 10. Hecko, I'm not sure what Hecko is. What the heck is a Hecko? You guys know what Hecko is? No idea. Haven't even seen it anywhere. If you do, throw it in the comment. Let me know in the chat. So do you guys believe, or do you guys agree with Sandeep that ETH is going to be king? Of course, we're going to have other layer 1 blockchains that are going to try to do the same thing. But is it kind of going to be like Amazon versus like everyone else, right? And maybe there's an Amazon and a Walmart versus everyone else. Who knows? But you guys know we're pretty bullish on ETH. It's hard not to be. They're the number 1 platform on here. So again, going back to this OP tokens. Just be careful, guys. Be careful. Long-term hodling. We know, and I'm not saying that every token that becomes unlocked when the vesting schedule is over, that it's going to get dumped on the market. But chances, think about it, right? You're an investor, okay? The teal right here, the green, those are investors, okay? Investors got 17% of the tokens. All right. If we click here, 73 million OP tokens, right? 84 days, they will start unlocking. And if you're an investor and you invested, let's see what OP's ICO price was, right? Oh, they didn't have an ICO. What am I talking about? Funding round, 150 million, 25 million, 3.5 million. Not sure if I can see what a price they got their tokens at. But regardless, right? Just like put your investor cap on. I invested millions of dollars in this project. Like, I'm a hedge fund. I'm a VC. I'm an investor. I'm here to make money. I give a crap less about retail. I give a crap less about hodling. I don't care. I am here to make money. That is how these VCs think. And so, of course, they're going to sell some of their tokens. Are they going to sell all of them? I don't know. But just be careful. That starts on June. All right, let's swap over to Coin Market Calendar. Take a look at some of the biggest happenings here, and I'm going to drop my face. All right, Illuvium. I know Illuvium. I know they're a gaming. I know a lot of people say they're like the first AAA blockchain gaming franchise. This is kind of out of my wheelhouse, but looks like Illuvium Beyond. I know there's a lot of Illuvium fans. Let's see what this is. So, Illuvium Beyond launches March 7th. I'm assuming this is like a game or something. Yeah, it's like a new game or a new whatever. So, just some info if you're a big Illuvium fan. Also, Flow is doing a town hall. No, I talk about Flow all the time. You know, we had the Dapper Labs thing come out where the SEC is the SEC, or there was a not the SEC. It was a court. It was court. The class action lawsuit. There we go. Sorry. It's a class action lawsuit. They were saying, and the judge ruled it could possibly be considered a security. I am not going to get rid of this class action lawsuit. Doesn't mean Flow lost. Doesn't mean Dapper Labs lost. Doesn't mean they're going to get banned. It's still going to drag out a few years. But here's part of the reason why I'm bullish on Flow, and I'll show you here. Okay. So we're going to go here. We're going to go Flow. So first and foremost, first mover essentially in NFT space, NFT Top Shots, Crypto Kitties. They're pretty decentralized. I stake my Flow tokens directly on chain. If we take a look at some of the metrics here as far as supply, 73% of their supply, pretty low max supply, guys. Only 1.5 billion Flow tokens, which over 1 million are already circulating, right? So not too many worries about token inflation. In fact, let's take a look here and let's see if we can search Flow and see what comes up. No result for Flow. Okay. All right. So I guess this one doesn't have Flow. And guys, remember, it still says bait on here. So there probably will be some glitches, but let's try this one more time. Let's go see if it'll auto-populate. No. All right, so can't see that there, but if we go back to Crypto Rank, right? $43 all-time high. 43 bucks, and we're sitting at $1.05. So we're talking about the largest, you can argue, the largest NFT chain, right? The largest NFT chain. It is, what percentage is off its all-time high? Here, let's go back. Let's go back again. Let's go back one more time. Here, let's go like this. Let's see percentage off its all-time high. All right. We're going to go like this. We're going to show 50. We're going to go down. Flow is 97.5% off its all-time high. All right, here you go. 97.5% off its all-time high. It's a top 50 token. Like I said, it's a leader in the space. $7 and a potential 40x. No real worries about token inflation. I'm pretty bullish on Flow. Also, the partnerships, the NFL partnership, the continuous ones they're making. I am very bullish on Flow. If you guys are bullish on Flow, put a 1 in the chat. Or if you're not, tell me why. Why are you not bullish on Flow? I'm curious to know. That also rhymes. So going back to this, they are having a town hall that is going to be tomorrow. They're going to be talking about what's going on, what they're building, the mobile dApps. Here, we'll actually go here. We'll take a look kind of in depth. Building for the mainstream mobile dApps, walletless onboarding. I think that's going to be so important. Onboarding without a wallet, right? Get people in the ecosystem without having to write down a seed phrase or download this and do this extension. Barrier to entry. I talk about it all the time. It needs to be broken down. It needs to be made simple. We need and Forrest talked about this, love or hate Donald Trump. It was super easy to mint that NFT. That's why it blew up the way it did. Now, secondary market sales, probably not that good. I haven't checked it out in a while. But barrier to entry was pretty low. And so the thing sold out and it made people a crap load of money. I think Flow's doing the same thing, and I think that's very good. All right. A couple other ones I want to highlight here. So this is an extremely important one. Filecoin, their upgrade for their Filecoin EVM, FEVM, that's going to be very big, you guys. March 14th, if we click on source. So it's going to be a network upgrade. It's called HIG or Higgy, whatever. Brings user programmability to Filecoin. EVM is introduced as the first foreign runtime on top of the Filecoin virtual machine and enables developers to deploy EVM contracts on Filecoin mainnet. Interoperability, right? Not just interoperability, but operability, right? This is going to be big. I know Kenny G's in here. Speaking of Kenny G, is Kenny G in here? I'm going to take a look. I'm going to take a look at the chat here. Guys, let's get the likes up. There's 67, 33 likes. Whoa, what's going on, man? What's going on? All right, so I'm just going to take a look at, is CKB a poop coin? CKB is something nervous. CKB, something nervous system or something like that. I think I dabbled in a little bit, but I haven't really dug in. Steppen is almost at 84. Yeah, and who put that? Gary. Here you go, my friend. Steppen is a big one. That one, GMT. Oh, no. Where'd you go? Here we go. Steppen, I believe, was one of the big daily unlocks. We have $1.3 million a day that Steppen is becoming unlocked. And you can see, look at this, right? So blue is move and earn, ecosystem and treasury. Those things are all going to start unlocking at a pretty breakneck speed. So again, be careful, guys. Just be careful, all right? Especially if you're planning on investing in long term. Doesn't really affect you if you're day trading or whatnot, but investing long term, just be careful, all right? These things do matter, especially when those investor, treasury, those ones come unlocked. There's going to be dumping going on, all right? After hours chat. That's right, Kyle. What's up, man? 85% of Aptos tokens are locked. Yep. Gonzo, where do you stake your flow? So I stake it through my ledger on directly on the Flow website. So I'll actually I'll show you. Hopefully I don't share any info I'm not supposed to or show anything I'm not, but it's called Flow. So it's called port.onflow.org. You go sign in and I sign in with my ledger. So sign in with my ledger. I delegate. It got everything on there. Super easy. You can unstake anytime, whatever. I think I staked close to 1,000 Flow tokens, and I've made probably about 50 to 60 of them back. Maybe a little more. I haven't checked it in about a few weeks, but yeah, this is what it is. Port.onflow.org. So that is where I stake my Flow tokens. So yeah. Now I forgot where the hell I was. Oh yeah, we're talking about Flow. All right. As far as some of the biggest losers, let's take a look at what is not doing too hot, and then we'll move on to some TA and some on-chain stuff. So as far as the losers, Rocket Pool, we saw Lido draw down a lot as well. Not over the last 24 hours. No, where is Lido? There was that I guess it was fake or false, but there was a rumor that Lido was being served a Wells notice, which apparently is not true. So you saw all the ETH staking tokens, right? Rocket Pool, Lido. We saw all those kind of dip in value, and you saw that Rocket Pool was up there. All right, let's move on to, I love options. I'm an options guy. I love options. Options are fun. And I can't believe with my experience in options that I didn't start leverage trading much sooner. Kind of disappointed in myself. All right, so we have seen some changes since the last week I showed this. So first we're going to take a look at options open interest. So OI is open interest. This is by expiry. So this is the big one right here. If you guys remember last week, the call option open interest was 67K. Now it's at 71.8. But the put option open interest went from about 18K and it almost doubled to 35.66 thousand. So pretty much a shitload of options are going to expire. Will they expire worthless, or are people going to exercise their options, right? But more important is taking a look at options open interest by the strike price. So strike price, what strike price means is the price that you are betting the token to go to. So you can see here the puts, vast majority, over 5,000 Bitcoin, their strike price is $23,000. So if Bitcoin's price on March 31st is under $23,000, they will be in profit. If it's over, they will not be in profit. So if the price is over 23,000 and the option expires, the put options expire, no one's going to exercise that option. It's going to go bye-bye and it'll go to zero. Nothing happens. Now, if it's, let's say, 20K, 21K, then we got a little bit of a problem. It's going to be a dump because now you exercise your option and you're able to sell your Bitcoin at 23,000 at your strike price, okay? At 23,000. So you're putting it on them. You're selling it back to them. The person who sold you the options contract sold it to you with the stipulation that if you exercise that option, they have to buy it back at $23,000. So if it's at 21K, do the math. You get the difference, $2,000 options contract. Not exactly sure how they work with Bitcoin, but I know in the traditional markets, it's 100 shares per contract. So 2,000 times 100, you get the point. It's a lot of money. Now, as far as the calls, okay? So call option, the largest one we have, the largest strike, right? The most volume is going to be at $30,000. So what this means is people who put in a call option, they expect the price to go up. So if I put a strike price at $30,000 and Bitcoin is at $32,000, I exercise my option. I call it back for $30,000 because that's what we agreed on. The person who wrote the contract has to sell me the Bitcoin for $30K and I can now sell it for $32 and make the difference in price. That is how options work. And so the key level we want to look at here, guys, is between, like, if we're under 20K, calls are going to get absolutely destroyed. If we're over 30K, actually, if we're over 26K, put options are going to get absolutely destroyed. You can see the top two options for the puts, strike price is going to be 23K and 25K. So if we're kind of between that 23 to 25, I think it's going to be a wash. If we're over 30, my God help the bears. If we're over 30, they are going to get fucking destroyed. If we're under 20, the bulls are going to get absolutely wrecked. Expect a lot of volatility. We'll see what happens. All right, Bitcoin exchanges. We're seeing an inflow, a pretty big inflow here. So the net inflow is 4,200 Bitcoin that has made their way onto exchanges over the last 24 hours. Now, what does that mean? Okay. You know me, I like to break things down. Simple, right? Simple common sense. Why would I want to move my Bitcoin to an exchange? I want to sell it. When was the last time you moved your Bitcoin on an exchange, right? Why? Why did you do it? Last time I did it because I wanted to sell it, or I wanted to convert it to another crypto, or sell it for a stable coin because I thought the price was going down, right? Vice versa. When people take Bitcoin off exchanges, you're not looking to actively trade, right? You're looking to cold store, you're looking to hold on to it. So are we going to see a price Going down for Bitcoin, who knows? Over the last 7 days, we're coming in at 7,600 Bitcoin that has gone onto the exchanges. And guys, is it a coincidence that we went from 24.5, 25.2 back down to 22.3, which is where we're at right now, right? 22.3, 22.4. So, ask yourself that question. All right, I'm going to take a break from this real quick, and I'm going to talk to you guys for a little bit here. I'm going to pull up my chat. So, guys, if you're new here, please say hello. Also, this is not our daily show. We do a daily live show Monday through Friday at 10:30 a.m. Las Vegas Standard Time. Web3 Me said, a little research into flow. I found increment finance. They say it's a ZK perp, not done yet enough. Okay, haven't heard of that one, but that's intriguing. Baroque Yoshi said, David, if Trump is the guy in 2024, how do you see the SEC crypto hate playing out? Man, let me tell you something, dude. All right. This is not a political statement, okay? I vote a certain way, but I'm not going to tell anyone which way I vote because that doesn't matter. We're a cryptocurrency show, right? I will always put crypto first, right? Well, among other things, of course. But like you're telling me a dude, Donald Trump, who launched an NFT project, was wildly successful, and he knows okay, that Elizabeth Warren thing with everyone's a broker and everyone's miners are gonna have to KYC people and themselves. Like, we made so much freaking noise that thing got shot down. Okay, you don't like love or hate him, Donald Trump's not an idiot. I don't believe anyone that's gotten to the successful levels like Gary Gensler, Elizabeth Warren, Donald Trump. I don't think they're stupid, right? They may act stupid, but they're not dumb. Donald Trump is not dumb. The guy's not an idiot. I'm sure he sees a void, right? Can you imagine Donald Trump running against Joe Biden, saying, under Joe Biden, we've seen the crypto industry be tampered, and we've seen the crypto industry have massive fraud, and the chairman of the SEC that they put in place has done nothing but harm investors. We're going to change that. When we go into office, I'm going to make sure to put in place an SEC chairman that understands and wants to bring innovation in cryptocurrency blockchain to the United States. Would you vote for him? I bet you a majority of people will vote for him, majority of crypto people. So I think crypto is going to be I'm telling you guys, maybe not front and center because of everything going on, recession, war in Ukraine, but you better believe during these debates, there's going to be questions about cryptocurrency. And so that's an interesting point. Thanks for putting that in there, Bro Kiyoshi. That's what I'm saying, guys. This is great, man. I love interacting with you guys. So if you guys have questions or anything or any comments you want to put in there, please feel free. The Lifer family loves Sin City Crypto, and we love the Lifer family as well. Trump dumped Bitcoin in 2018. Yeah, he did. He said Bitcoin is, you're 100% right, Jay. But have things changed? He's gotten a taste. He's gotten a taste of the blockchain. He's gotten a taste of NFTs, right? People are allowed to change their opinion. I'm hoping he will. And maybe that'll push the other candidate running against him to be more receptive to crypto. But I'm telling you, man, it's going to be a hot button topic for the presidential campaigning with cryptocurrency because they know how strong our community is. It's growing, it's global, and I think it's going to be great. Redman said, I vote on the issues. Same thing, vote on the issues. Trump is unstable. Yeah, he's a little off the hinges. He's crazy, but people love him, man. People love him. All right. Dixie Flatline. What's up, man? We'll have to hit the rewind. Hola. All right. Let's take a look at some on-chain metric. All right. So first thing I'm going to take a look at, let me share my screen here, you guys. By the way, I know you could be doing a lot of different things right now. So I just want to first and foremost thank you for spending your Monday evening with me. I appreciate you. Thank you. All right. So this is from AMB Crypto. Bitcoin's hash rate increase isn't helping miners in any way. And here is why. So this was printed today, about 4 hours ago. Bitcoin miners were facing some challenges with the rise in Bitcoin's hash rate. Obviously, guys, the higher hash rate, the more miners need to be plugged in, the less chance of you, well, not less chance, that's difficulty, right? But the more miners you have to have plugged in, the more hash power you need to be able to be rewarded that block. The number of rigs required to mine Bitcoin increase, however, caused a decline in miner profits. Due to the growing hash rate, the demand for ASIC rigs required to mine Bitcoin has also increased. As Bitcoin hash rate pushes, this is from Glassnode on Twitter. As Bitcoin hash rate pushes to new all-time highs, we can estimate the number of operational ASIC rigs required to generate that hash power. Using 3 latest generational Antminer rigs, we estimate a fleet of 5.5 million S17Ss, 2.8 million S19 Pros, and 1.2 million S19 XP HYDs. I don't know what the hell that is. And we take a look here at this chart. By the way, I would show you this chart on Glassnode, but I don't have access to it, man. I have the tier 2, which cost me about $500 for a year. But the tier 3, the one you see like Will Clemente use, that was like $800 a month. And I'm sorry, man, we ain't got that kind of money right now. And so it's pretty interesting. Obviously, the S19 XPs are the latest ones, right? So miners are continuously having to upgrade, right? Especially with the energy prices going up. That's why we saw kind of that's why it hurt the miners so much when the price of Bitcoin dipped, because each miner has a certain break-even price for Bitcoin. So like the S17s, for example, and I'm just throwing a number out there. This isn't the real number. But for you to be profitable, Bitcoin has to be, let's say, 30K. The S19s, 22K. The S19 XPs, 10K. Right? So now, if Bitcoin's at 60K, great, man. We don't got to spend money on new ASICs. Eventually, they do burn out. You do have to replace some maintenance. But hey, you unplug your S17s. You kind of let them sit low. Bitcoin gets up to 40K. Plug those suckers back in, and bam. So we're seeing those things happen. So that's pretty interesting there. This has caused the overall investment behind Bitcoin mining to rise by a sharp number, which in turn has affected the profitability of miners. This next chart is Bitcoin ASIC fleet profit per day. And I hate this. All right, so this one, so same thing, you have the same ones, the S9, S19, and the S17. And you can see here, profit per day. Obviously, guys, the number one is gonna be the S19 XDs. Those are coming in right around $10 million. Or sorry, not $10 million. I believe it's $10,000 a day. So pretty good. Just something just to keep an eye on. We know. What drives the end of a bear market, guys? It's miners, right? It's miners. We don't say a bear market's over until the miners have capitulated, and there's a reason for that, right? Miners are the backbone. If miners don't have to sell all their Bitcoin to maintain operating costs, then that's good. When we're down to 16,500 or 15,500, energy prices skyrocketing, and the price of hardware is expensive because of the chip shortage, then of course it's going to be so much sell pressure. I mean, at one point, Core Scientific, which was the largest Bitcoin miner by hash rate, they went from like holding like 30,000 Bitcoin to zero in like 5 months. So they got businesses to run. They got to stay, they got to stay profitable. So. But good news, Bitcoin is holding over 22K, which is good. Chip shortage thing essentially is alleviated. Energy prices have come down. We'll see what it looks like in the future. So this is from CoinShares. Weekly crypto asset flows by million. This is in US dollars. So we've seen an outflow of roughly, I believe the number was about $20 million, or $17 million. Now, this is pretty cool right here. So flows by asset in US million. So these are the different tokens and their flow. So you have Bitcoin saw weekly outflows of $20.1 million, but still has $18.5 billion in assets under management. This is by investors and investments. ETH 0.7 flows in. And everything else you can kind of see here. The net is minus $17 million, which is the number that we showed here. Not near what the biggest one was, but not anything to just completely forget about either. And this one's kind of interesting as well. This is flows by exchange country. So The only one, let's take away point one, right? Because point one doesn't count. I'm sorry, guys. Point one does not count. So if we take point one away, the US is the only one, the only country that saw inflows on a weekly basis for crypto. $7.6 million. You can see the total amount just dwarfs every other country. Canada is second at like a tenth of what the US is. US is at 20.8 billion, Canada's at 2.1 billion. So money's starting to flow out. And we saw the same thing on CoinGlass here. Bitcoin exchanges, money's flowing out. So people are dumping, money's going on exchanges, people are selling. Another thing, guys, we talked about it on the morning stream today, is the jobs report this week, CPI numbers next week, Jerome Powell speaking tomorrow. There's going to be volatility, FOMC meeting after that, and it's just going to keep going and going and going. And so as investors, people want to see what he says and then make a move, right? The last thing you want to do as a hedge fund when your margins are razor thin is to leave money just floating in the market when who the hell knows what Jerome Powell is going to say. He might come out and say, nope, we're doing 50 next. We're going 50. We might do another 50. We might even do 75 this year. I'm not saying that's what he's going to say, but you never know. What if he says that? And now your money's in the market and everything tanks. So when big things like this are happening, people pull their money out. They pull their liquidity out of the market. They leave it on the sideline. That's why you see tiny bodies on candles and big wicks, right? That's why you see flatline on RSI. We show that on Bitcoin. Because people are waiting. We're going to get, and Jerome Powell's, it's not a speech. He's testifying in front of Congress. I believe it's the Senate. It's going to be a 2-day thing. So tomorrow and then the next day. And guess what? Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Friday, we get the JOLTS report. I believe Thursday, we get the, let's take a look, actually. I don't know why I'm guessing. Let's take a look. So that's what you guys do. You go to TradingView, crypto products, economic calendar. So, okay, JOLTS report is on the 7th. Sorry, on March 8th. Non-farm payroll is March 10th. So on Friday, right? Friday? Yes, Friday. All right. So Friday, so March 8th in 2 days, on Wednesday, we get the JOLTS, right? The job opening and labor turnover report. We saw a lot of volatility around this last time. And then non-farm payroll and unemployment rate, that's going to be a massive one. They're expecting forecasted 3.4%. Now, believe it or not, if you want the Fed to turn more dovish, you want this number to go up. I know it sucks to say, but so one thing the Fed looks at is people losing jobs. We want the wage inflation to go away. And so who knows? And then on March 14th, the CPI numbers come out. CPI and the core numbers, that's March 14th. So we're going to see a lot of volatility. And then on the 22nd of March, we have the FOMC meeting. So that should be pretty interesting. All right. Let's take a look at Bitcoin's chart real quick. So I've had this drawn for a while, and I like to keep them on there just to kind of see how they play out. And so if I take this away and we just kind of throw our Ichimoku on here, where are we at, right? What's the trend? Where are we at? So we are currently still in an uptrend, but see this cloud's getting thinner, right? Cloud's getting thinner. Volatility's dying down, and we might see a twist of the cloud to red, which would signal a bearish trend, right? But right now we're doing okay. We're kind of trading in this equilibrium zone of the cloud. The baseline, which is the red line, is still above the conversion line, which is bullish. But like I said, tomorrow and the next day are going to be extremely important. So we got to keep an eye on that. If we swap over to the 4-hour, a little less bullish on that one. You can see here we are red on the cloud. And like, look at this, man. Like, what are you supposed to do with this? What are you supposed to do? What the hell are you supposed to do with this? This chunk from March 2nd at 4 p.m. Pacific time to March 4th at noon. What the fuck were you supposed to do with this? I have no idea. I didn't do anything with it. I stayed on the sidelines. I hope you did too, unless you knew something I didn't know. But hey, on the 1 hour though, we're looking a little bullish on Bitcoin. So we did break above the cloud on the 1 hour, which is good. We're printing a spinning top here, which signals uncertainty in the markets. Cloud is green, which is good. Saw some nice volume. RSI is sitting right in the middle, right around 55. But expect if we do find support. I mean, I know, of course, these are micro numbers because we're on the 1 hour time frame, but expect immediate support to be right around that 22.4 level. If you're someone like CryptoFace who's like doing like $2-3 million trades, you can make money off $300 moves. I don't got that kind of money, and even if I leverage 50x, my like margin is so thin, like I don't even feel comfortable doing that, because $10 move to the wrong way, you're getting liquidated. So not really money to make on leverage trading either. Like, I mean, like this is about as freaking flat as it gets. I mean, if we take peak, if we take trough from peak, even if we take the wicks, like 2% in a matter of 4 days. So nothing crazy there. Now, Polygon-matic, on the other hand, is showing some bullish Kenny G up in here. So this trend line I got drawn here is on the 4 hour Polygon-matic, by the way. I got this trend line drawn. So obviously we've been in a downtrend for a while. We knocked up against this a few times, and finally it looks like, and guys, of course, this is going to be an extremely important candle. Why? This is the clean breakthrough candle, but what I can argue is just as important, if not more important, is the next 4 hour candle. So this candle closes in about an hour. The next 4 hour candle, what you want to see, right? We saw this move here, and I'm going to draw a path here. We saw this move here, rejected, back down, right? We go here. You want to see this move, right? Retest, and then bam, off to the races, wherever that's going to be. We can draw some lines out here. We can throw on a Ichimoku cloud, but I'm going to get rid of that. So retest of the trend line. That's why they say, right? You never, like, you don't trade this candle, okay? Or that's at least what the fundamentals say. The fundamentals of trading trends, you do not trade this candle. Don't try to front run a move that you don't know what's going to happen. You want to wait for this trend to be confirmed. And how it gets confirmed is it retests this trend line and builds support on top of it. That is when you enter your long trade, because we can very well close this green candle above and then shoot right back down. Very, very possible. Throw on an Ichimoku cloud, see where we are. Yeah, you can see here. Okay, so I said, all right, we don't know how far it's going to go. Well, here we go. If we do break above and make this and make support on top of this trend line, I do expect us to get immediate resistance right around $1.18. So $1.18, which is the lower end of the cloud. So let's just call it here. Let's draw a zone here. Let's draw a zone between the clouds. So let's go between here. Between $1. No, we're going to go lower. Bam. And we're going to go like this. Between $1.17 and $1.20, right? That is going to be the zone where if you enter a long trade on Polygon-matic here off of this retest, that's going to be a zone you want to either completely exit or at least start laddering out some profits, laddering out some money. We go down to the 1 hour on Polygon-matic, and I let me get rid of this box here. So 1 hour, same thing, broke above the trend. Now on the Ichimoku on the 1 hour, on the other hand, we're turning a little bearish, right? And this is what I'm saying, right? You want to start on the higher time frames and work your way down. I talked about this on Frankie's stream this afternoon. So on this one, right? Cloud is red. Conversion line is above the baseline, which is good, but cloud is red. We are trading above the cloud. If we do come back and retest, you're looking at about $1.13.9. So a whole dollar. We should see some support, or we should see a bounce off of that, off of the top of this cloud. So $1.13.9. If we go back to the 4 hour, $1.13.9 puts us right here. Wouldn't you know it? Well. Wouldn't you know where $1.13.9 puts us? Right here. $1.13.9. Okay, put us right at the intersection, which is where we're trading at now, which is, I'm telling you guys, you want to wait. You don't want to pull the trigger just yet. Don't get trigger finger, itchy finger, whatever the hell you want to call it. That's just my personal how I trade. You trade however the hell you want. Just always proceed with caution. All right, let's take a look at the chitty chat. I'm gonna swap over here, pull up the chat, see what you guys are talking about here. All right, 75 viewers, 57 likes, not bad. Let's see. Just taking a peek here. I'm gonna drink some water. Yeah, Sean, New World Crypto. Crypto Face is what I call a high roller. Yeah, he's definitely a high roller. Exchanges looking for leverage and scam working to liquidate peeps, looks like to me. Yeah. You know, Gary, I saw you bring up some good points, Gary. I saw it was like an article or something that Bybit is like hunting people. Because obviously you're a market maker, right? You're gonna know liquidation points. So I don't know, man. People are reporting some weird stuff going on, and I don't know. Just be careful. That's all I'm saying. Just be careful. Valuable content here. Appreciate being educated. Thank you, Leroy. Appreciate you, my man. Where are you getting this info? I don't know what you guys are talking about. Rob Greasy, ex-DJ. I'm working towards lowering my blood pressure over earning gains at this moment. You have a good voice and content for more logical thinking rather than hype. Kudos to the Sinister fam. Thank you, man. Appreciate you, bro. Rob Greasy. Appreciate you, man. There's certain things, I feel strongly about, but those are just opinions, right? Facts are facts. And, if I have a strong opinion, I'm going to give it. And you might not agree with it, but you should at least respect it. I will respect your opinion, even if I don't agree with it. But we don't try to lean one way or another. We don't try to be super hype and, oh my God, we're a bull market. And we don't try to be super to the other way either, right? Try to look at it from a realistic standpoint. I'm actually, between me and Rob, I'm more of the leaning too far this way or that way guy. He's more the center guy, which I think is great. Because Rob thinks about a lot of things from the other point of view, practical level, right? Whereas me sometimes, and this is maybe a fault of mine, but I'm in this crypto world, and although it might seem crazy to me, he's on the other side saying, no, it's not crazy because this is like outside of crypto, right? Crypto isn't the entire world. So it's good to have those differences and kind of that different perspective on things, which is I think why our dynamic is so great. Shout out to Rob. Rob's a good dude. Let's see. Emotions and investing don't mix well. You are 100% right. Emotions and investing do not trade well. And I share this with my friend Dixie Flatline in our Discord. Which, by the way, guys, if you're not in our Discord, go join. Pretty cool in there. We share some info. If you're a whale member, you definitely let me know. If you're not in our whale Discord, definitely more active in there, just because I want to be able to give the whale some sort of value for the amount of money they're spending to help support us. And so I'm working on, we got Magic Money in there. I'm working on getting some other big people in the whale group so you guys can get some value for your money. So shout out to all the whale members. There's this book called Trading in the Zone, and it's such a good book. If you are a day trader or a swing trader, or you even have an inkling of wanting to make trading a profession, you have to read that book. You have to read that book. It is such a good book. Like the same way people say trading and emotions don't mix. Each candle, I said this on Frankie's stream today, each candle represents traders, and traders do what? They trade with emotion. Even though we say no, like I'm guilty of it too. Sometimes I let emotion get into my trades. I'm not perfect. And I'm sure you have had the same issue. I don't think anyone can say they never let them, right? There's some things or some times where, yeah, man, we let the emotion get the best of us. But if we're like that, imagine the average investor, right? The average person. So yeah, Gonzo said, love that book. It's the first one I read. Yeah, it's very, very important. Saitama was a coin that people, yeah. So Big Swole, Saitama is trash. I actually put some money in Saitama. Yeah, I threw like $200-300 into Saitama. And of course it was towards the top. I did make a little bit of money. I took out a third of my position for like $220, whatever. I knew it was high risk, high reward. I knew that it was more than likely going to zero, but whatever. Like I said, I am completely okay with taking risks. At my age, I'm like, there's any time to take risks, it's now, because I still have a long time to be able to work my way up and make up for those mistakes that I've made. Let's see. Broke Yoshi. Yeah, Broke Yoshi served in the military. Broke Yoshi, yeah, thank you for your service, man. And any of you who have served in our military and, are kind of the reason that I'm able to sit here and make fun of Joe Biden walking up the stairs, or just have the freedom to sit up here in front of you guys and not be censored. It's amazing. So thank you to all of you who have served this great country. Yeah, people get married to coins. They do, man. I've gotten married to coins. But I think to some extent that's okay, right? If you're like, because some coins, for me, it's not about how much money am I going to make. Like, I love what they're doing, and I'm happy to be a part of that community, right? Polygon's one of them. Cardano's one of them, right? I know Cardano hasn't moved. Everything, Matic goes from 70 cents to $1.50. It doubles. Cardano goes from 35 cents to 40 cents. I don't care, though. I like what Charles is doing. I like what Cardano is doing, what they're trying to do in our space. I think it's amazing. And so, I'm married to that coin, man. I'm sorry. I'm married to the coin. Guys, I think I'm done. I think my daughter fell asleep. Ellie, you sleeping? Yeah, she fell asleep. Damn it, that's kind of early for her to fall asleep. Damn, she's going to be up all night. Shit. All right, guys. I am calling it a night. I'm going to make some coffee. Your boy tired. Got to get ready for tomorrow's show. And our video, guys, top 3 altcoins to not discount in 2023. That video will be coming out over the next 2 days. I'll give you a hint. ICP is one of those tokens. The other 2, I won't tell you. You have to wait. Watch and find out. So that's coming out. The next one I'm filming on, since you guys are here tuning in, there's only 78 of you. I'll let you know. Next one is going to be on ISO 222 tokens. So, Jimmy, what's up, my dude? Time to get to work. Yeah. I actually got to link up with Jimmy. He's Jimmy, I love you, man. You've done so much. You've done so much for our channel and helping us out. With our network issues. Single-handedly sometimes paying for our rent. So we appreciate you, my man. Thank you. I appreciate all of you. Thank you guys so much. Make sure to come back tomorrow morning, 10:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time for our regular live show. Super, super excited. I love you guys. I'm about to get off the stream, call my boy Jimmy. But first, or last, thank you guys, and I will see you tomorrow.